The machine that builds the world. How wheel loaders work. Imagine standing in front of a machine that can scoop up the weight of 10 elephants in a single movement. A machine that works in deserts, mines, and frozen construction sites, day and night without stopping. It doesn't dig, it doesn't drill, it doesn't demolish. It simply moves the world, one massive scoop at a time. This is the wheel loader, and it is one of the most important machines ever built. Think about the last road you drove on, or the last building you walked into, or the last bridge you crossed. Before any of that existed, before the concrete was poured, before the steel was raised, someone had to clear the ground, move the rock, shift the earth. That job almost always belonged to a wheel loader. These machines are everywhere: construction sites, mines, ports, airports, farms, and yet most people walk past them without a second thought. Today, we are going to change that. This is the full story of how the wheel loader works, why it is so powerful, and why the modern world simply could not exist without it. At first glance, a wheel loader looks almost simple. 4 large tires, a powerful engine in the back, a big metal bucket attached to the front. But that simplicity is deceptive, because everything about this machine, every component, every measurement, every curve of that bucket has been engineered with one purpose: move as much material as possible, as fast as possible, as safely as possible. A wheel loader is not a digging machine. It does not tear into the ground like an excavator. Instead, it scoops, it lifts, it carries, it dumps, and then it turns around and does it again, hundreds of times a day. In some operations, thousands of times a day. Sand, gravel, rock, coal, snow, grain, it doesn't matter. If it needs to be moved, a wheel loader can move it. Here is where it gets interesting, because the wheel loader is not just a big machine with a strong engine. It is a masterpiece of hydraulic engineering. So what does that mean? Here is how it works, step by step. The diesel engine starts. It generates enormous amounts of rotational power. That power drives a hydraulic pump. The pump pressurizes hydraulic oil, a specially engineered fluid, and pushes it through a network of pipes and valves running throughout the machine. That pressurized oil reaches large metal cylinders connected to the lifting arms. When oil enters the cylinder, it pushes a piston. The piston moves the arm. The arm lifts the bucket. The operator controls all of this with a simple joystick inside the cabin. Push forward, the bucket tilts. Pull back, the arms rise. The movement is smooth, precise, controlled. And the force behind it? Some wheel loaders generate hydraulic pressures exceeding 350 bar. To put that in perspective, that is roughly 5,000 times the pressure of the air in your tires. That is the force lifting those tons of rock into the air like it weighs nothing. The bucket is not just a metal scoop, it is an engineered tool designed to handle extreme forces, sharp materials, and constant punishment. And it is not one size fits all. Different jobs require different buckets. Rock buckets, reinforced with hardened steel edges, for mining and quarrying. General purpose buckets, the standard tool for construction sites. Light material buckets, wider and shallower, used for coal, snow, or wood chips. Log forks and specialized attachments for agriculture and timber. A wheel loader can switch between attachments in minutes, making it one of the most versatile, heavy machines ever designed. And the capacity of these buckets? On a standard construction loader, 1 to 3 tons per scoop. On a large mining loader, up to 40 tons in a single lift. That is the weight of 6 adult elephants. Lifted, carried, dumped in under 60 seconds. These machines show up everywhere that civilization is being built. Construction sites, clearing ground, loading trucks, moving materials between zones. Mining operations, loading enormous haul trucks with ore, rock, and minerals around the clock. Ports and shipping terminals, moving bulk cargo like grain, salt, and minerals between ships and storage. Road building, preparing the ground, moving gravel, and feeding asphalt machines. Agriculture, handling grain, feed, and soil on large farms. Waste management, moving and compacting materials at landfill sites. There is almost no heavy industry on Earth that does not use wheel loaders in some form, and in mining specifically, these machines are the backbone of entire operations. A copper mine, a coal facility, an iron ore quarry, without wheel loaders continuously loading haul trucks, those operations simply stop. The power of a wheel loader does not come from one thing. It comes from 4 systems working in perfect coordination. The engine, a high-torque diesel unit that produces raw mechanical power. Some large loaders run engines producing over 600 horsepower. The hydraulic system, a system that uses hydraulic fluid to power the hydraulic cylinder's horsepower. The hydraulic system, converting engine power into smooth, controllable lifting force. The frame, an articulated steel chassis that bends in the middle, allowing the machine to turn tightly despite its enormous size. This is called articulated steering, and it is one of the most clever design features of the wheel loader. The tires, massive, deep-tread rubber tires designed for rough terrain. On the largest machines, a single tire can be taller than a grown adult and cost tens of thousands of dollars to replace. All 4 systems work together simultaneously. The engine feeds the hydraulics. The hydraulics move the bucket. The frame steers the machine. The tires grip the ground. The result is a machine that can operate in conditions: mud, gravel, ice, rocky terrain that would stop almost any other vehicle. Step inside the operator's cabin of a modern wheel loader, and you might be surprised by what you find. This is not a rough industrial workspace. It is a precision control environment. Joystick controls replace the old mechanical levers. One hand operates the bucket, one hand steers. Digital displays show engine temperature, hydraulic pressure, fuel levels, and load weight in real time. 360-degree cameras feed live video to screens inside the cabin, eliminating blind spots around the machine. Climate control and noise insulation allow operators to work comfortably for long shifts, because in modern construction and mining, precision matters as much as power. A skilled operator uses these tools to load trucks to exact weight limits, avoiding overloading, reducing wear, and maximizing efficiency. A few numbers that show just how extraordinary these machines are. The Liebherr L586, one of the world's largest wheel loaders, weighs over 70 tons and can carry 12 tons in a single scoop. The Letourneau L2350, currently the largest wheel loader ever built, stands 6.7 meters tall and can lift 72 tons. It takes a ladder to reach the cabin. In major mining operations, a fleet of wheel loaders can move over 100,000 tons of material per day. And the tires? On the largest machines, they must be replaced every 3,000 to 5,000 hours of operation. Each tire costs up to $40,000. This is not equipment, this is infrastructure. The wheel loader is evolving. Electric wheel loaders are already entering the market. No emissions, lower operating costs, quieter operation. Companies like Volvo and Caterpillar are leading this transition. Hybrid engines are reducing fuel consumption on existing machines by up to 25%. AI-assisted load sensing allows machines to automatically optimize bucket fill, carrying the maximum possible load with every scoop. And most significantly, autonomous wheel loaders are already operating in some mining facilities. No human operator inside, controlled remotely. or fully self-directed by onboard systems. The machine that once required a skilled human in the cabin is learning to work alone. Every road you have ever driven on, every building you have ever entered, every bridge, every tunnel, every runway, at some point in their construction, a wheel loader was there, moving the earth that made it possible. It is not the most glamorous machine. It does not inspire movies or headlines, but quietly, consistently, relentlessly, it has helped build almost everything you see around you. The wheel loader does not just move material, it moves civilization forward, one scoop at a time. Want to know how more of the machines that build our world actually work? Subscribe to explain this. New video dropping soon.